purpose of the telehandler is to be better at anything the bucket thing on the tractor is used for.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you're complaining. You actually use that to do your contracts.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a telehandler.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
but
And so by your reasoning, I
if
would
we
be
got
using
the-
the telehandler over you.
Yeah. So which is why it's strange that you're complaining about getting a telehandler.
Because I'm complaining that you're going to use the telehandler as a field vehicle.
Well, not
If we
using
need
it
to.
for a contract.
If we need to, we can use it for that purpose. But we also, like, we do have 3 other tractors, so I don't know why we would need to do that.
Again, you're kind of like continuing to make my point. Why would you use the telehandler for field work?
Well, I'm not saying we should. We should use the telehandler for what you're doing, basically. And also for when we need to go fill up on lime, which is what I've been doing.
Yeah, it would be.
How often have we been
be
needing
good for that.
lime?
Every few days.
It's every 3 plantings, basically.
We're planting things? I thought we were a ranch.
No.
I thought we only dealt with horses.
We still plant the stuff we need for the horses.
And I've been planting some soybeans every once in a while just to make a little bit extra money when we don't need the other stuff.
What if we got another field?
I mean,
we would need more people to be farming every day.
Yeah, plus it's not cheap to get fields. I don't know if you've looked at the prices. Lost joke.
I can sell.
What's that?
I deleted the sawmill again.
Oh, god damn it. Hold on.
Oh, never mind, I fixed it.
Okay.
It's really weird that that's a thing we can do now because of a mod.
Yeah. Ranching and farming are actually kind of at odds in this game because the more time you spend farming, the less progress you make ranching.
Yeah.
Well, ranching is like a side thing. It's not supposed to be the main focus.
Well, it might not supposed to be the main focus, but it's still made less efficient if you actually spend time on farming.
I just did a perfect barrel. It's like
No
seamless.
barrel!
In midair.
Yeah, yeah.
Empty truck or filled truck?
Empty.
Greg's like, call me when you do it with a full truck. Noob.
Yeah,
Fucking pleb.
it's less impressive.
Oh yeah, I've done it with a full truck. What now?
Are these
We
trees
need
growing
video
back
of
over
that.
there?
What'd you say?
Are these trees growing back?
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
if trees will grow back.
I don't think they do, no. You need to plant them.
I think trees that are really small will grow big. Not that I've actually really watched them do it. It just seems like they do.
Like the trees in the paddock area. Like, pretty sure I got rid of most of these. But now they're back.
Maybe they're zombie trees.
Or
That's not
maybe
how
they
that
just
works.
regrow.
I am skiing, you're right, Giant Nerd Guy. I'm skiing around. It's fun. It's fun skiing at 1 mile per hour on this dry dirt ground. It's great. I love it.
You could probably do these jobs a lot faster if you had a truck, too. You could load these pallets onto a truck.
You distracted me.
I was here to witness your humiliation, Lostro.
Witness me.
There's no video evidence of this.
Lostro crashed and the pallet that was on his fork went flying and now it's on the ground upside down.
Why are you lying?
Craig, I wanted to let you know.
Hey, Merg, control tab to the Lostro extractor right now.
All right, hold on. There we go. Okay.
And there's the video evidence.
Of what?
You are carrying this upside down.
That's how I grabbed it.
I have doubts.
But you can have all the doubts you want. You don't have proof.
So you're accusing the place who provided that product with giving you an upside down pallet.
No, I was being creative and I picked it up upside down.
How do you pick up a right side up pallet upside down?
That's for me to know and you to never find out. I have special skills that you don't, apparently.
I think that's by definition an impossible feat.
Well, you'll never know that, will you?
I was here to watch it done, so I will know whether or not I have evidence or not.
You don't have evidence to prove me to the contrary, so it's my word against yours.
I didn't say I had evidence. It doesn't matter, because the question is whether I know that it happened or not.
I think
Not
you're
whether I
just,
can prove it.
you don't have a leg to stand on here, sir, so I don't know what your goal is for this.
You're moving the goalposts.
Like you do every time with me?
Yeah, exactly.
He's learning.
It takes
He's
one to know
adapting.
one.
I think, you probably should actually do some farm work. You've been on my case for a very long time while I've been working.
Again, I've been supervising you because it's necessary. And this latest incident is only more.
Hey, Merg, I feel like, Craig needs a job.
Well,
You're being
all
your
our jobs
supervisor.
are pretty done right now.
He could actually do farm work for once instead of hiring out, strangers.
I mean,
I
as
constantly do farm work.
we're skipping time right now. As soon as it's 7 o'clock, we're gonna skip to the next day, and then he'll have the job of riding horses again. Which, by the way, you should also help us with. So,
I would help if you didn't skip all the time, because then I'd be done with my contract jobs.
I mean, we're skipping to get the horses done faster because the horses are what brings in the money. Your contract job is bringing in some change, which is nice, but it's not bringing in as much money as the horses are.
Yeah, the horses
we'd
are
have
our
a
primary
constant flow.
business.
We would have a constant flow of money if we actually did farm work.
I just
We do
got
have a
done
constant
doing a
flow
bunch
of
of
money
farm work,
from
by the
doing-
way.
We do have a constant flow of money from raising horses, which is what our business
I don't think you
is.
understand. I don't think you understand what constant means.
It doesn't have to mean every day. It means continual, and it's actually slower if we
Steady,
don't skip
stable.
time.
It's because we're supposed to do farm work, and the horses are a side job.
No, they're not. They're our main business.
The horses are our main business. It's true.
Well, our main business is very slow.
But it's faster if we skip time.
Which is why we're skipping time.
You could fill that time with farm work.
But then that makes
What kind of
our main
farmers are
business
you?
very slow. We're not farmers. We're ranchers. We've established this. We're ranchers that do a little bit of farming on the side to raise the
support our
crops
ranch
we need for the
business.
ranch.
Paranormal. With skipping time and teleporting and stuff.
we are by Area 51.
Yeah, this is all explainable in the lore of this world.
This is a top secret government ranch that uses alien technology.
Well, I personally haven't.
Why do you not want to use your special powers? You have them. You have all that power within you.
He's the control group in our study.
It's almost time for time skipping. Another 15 play minutes. And okay, it's time for time skipping. Yep. Yep. Nice. Let's see. I'm going to assume we still need another 2 days. I don't think today is going to finish them, but I think they'll be finished tomorrow, although we can't sell them until the day after that because it doesn't put the value up until midnight.
Thing can't handbrake them.
Yeah, we need handbrake in this game. There's no handbrakes. It's horse time. It's horse time, you guys. Come on. It's horse time.
Again, I am busy.
Ready.
Kyle, come up and ride horses.
Are we riding horses or are we hiding horses?
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
Why do I always ride Garrus first? I don't mean to necessarily. I just kind of pick the first horse I come across, and it's always Garrus.
Where are you coming across the horses?
Well, Garrus's legs are broken. Garrus needs to be put down.
Kyle's a menace on this farm.
Kyle is a lot of the reason why we had money to buy horses.
Your face is the reason we had money to buy horses.
That doesn't really make up for it when he lames the horses that we bought. That totally negates the contribution that you just mentioned.
Oops.
I wish I had a full record of how much money I've made.
It's probably comparable to the horse business so far.
No, it's more like 30,000.
Well, that's not comparable then.
Literally a
Which is
tenth.
why,
Literally a
which
tenth.
is why we need to invest capital in getting you forestry equipment.
It's so expensive though. It's so goddamn expensive. It's like 200K for a nice piece of forestry equipment. It's not even the nice one. It's like on the low end. 200K for a low end piece of forestry equipment.
You know, for a sim game, it's weird that they don't have like a detailed financial breakdown. It's just 5 days.
Yeah. Well, it's not really a manager sim, I guess. I think there is a
Well,
farm manager game,
what?
but I don't
Why the hell
know
not?
what it
We're
is.
managing a farm, aren't we?
No, we're the
Ranch.
hired help on this ranch. I mean, we own it, but we also do all of the work. We don't really hire people to do everything. We have to do most stuff ourselves. We can only hire people to do the very basic of tasks, which is going back and forth on a field, and like that's it. That's all we can do. That's all we can hire them for.
We should take out a bunch of loans to buy Kyle the equipment.
Well, we can also just lease it, but the lease is probably worth more than the wood that he would bring in.
Leasing is the least efficient option.
I mean, you know what we could do if you really wanted to? If you really, really wanted to, we could do this. So all of these animal pens that we're not using, we could sell them. We could sell them, and we would probably get several $100,000 for them. It's a little bit cheaty, but we could do that, and then we could use the space. And then we could use the space. You could use, yeah, but we didn't earn the horse paddock either, the stable. But we could use the space then to plant trees. To plant trees where the animal pens used to be.
I'm pretty sure you can plant trees where they grow anyway.
You can plant trees anywhere that has dirt. I'm just thinking, you know, we could have like a nice orchard here.
How much money can you actually borrow?
I don't know. I'd have to look. I'll look when I'm done with Garrus. He's almost done.
He's almost done. Where are you, Red Air? This is Xena.
Why don't we add more animals to the ranch besides just horses and chickens?
Because more animals are a ball ache to do.
Where's our ranch dog? I feel like this is a piss poor ranch.
I don't know if we can get a dog. I know there's like a doghouse you can get, but I don't know if it's like a mod or what.
Pretty sure it's in the base game.
Let me look. Let's see what we got. Is it in animal pens? It is actually in animal pens. All right, I'll get a doghouse after we're done with the horses today. Remind me to do that.
What will dog?
What?
What will we name dog?
I don't know. Gotta think about that, don't we?
Leo.
If I press space, we can borrow $5,000. But that's all I see. I don't see a limit to that. There's no info. I could look it up. Loans. You can borrow a maximum of $200,000. So there you go. That's like not even really quite enough to pay for the forestry machine that I would want to get. So I think the one I want to get is like 210 or something.
It'd be better to get the best one we can.
Yeah, but those are a lot more.
I think we should sell this next round of horses, buy the one after it, and then take out a loan and buy the best forestry equipment we can get.
I don't know. We'll see how much money we have from selling these horses. It's gonna be like, should be about 300K.
Lost
wonder how
Joke is
much
wearing
a,
spurs.
Yeah?
No, I'm not. Those are stirrups, you goon.
I see those spurs on your heels.
It's okay. Lost Joke can wear spurs.
Spurs are illegal.
No, they're not.
They're cruel.
Says the man who wanted to feed chickens to horses.
And horses to chickens.
I bet the
He
horses would
also-
enjoy that.
I mean, he also came up with the idea of feeding horses to horses as well.
No, that was Giant Nerd Guy.
He has the excuse of being Australian. You can't blame him for that. You can blame you for going along with it.
Australians don't have agency. I don't think animal cannibalism is wrong. They don't have the morals of humans.
I mean, chickens will cannibalize each other like all the time. It's a problem on chicken farms.
Yeah.
Natural
I don't-
behavior for chickens.
I don't judge our chickens for that. Nor will I judge our horses for eating each other in order
But the
to
horses
provide us
wouldn't-
with
The horses wouldn't do
better
it on their
quality
own, though.
meat.
The horses would be coerced into it by your plan.
We're not going to coerce them. We're just going to persuade them.
It's gonna give them a platter of
That
horse meat and
Sure sounds like coercion to
not
me.
feed them anything else and see what happens.
No, if they would starve otherwise, we would feed them something else.
So you're admitting we're gonna starve the horses.
No, that's the opposite of what I just said.
Next animal in 134 hours. So the timer is going down. Giant Nerd Horse is going to have another little baby horsey.
We're supposed to be breeding Lisblot and Maniacal Crow. Oh, they're
Oh,
not
are
done
we?
yet, though, so I guess we can't.
Yeah, we can until they're fully valuable.
I guess Giant Nerd Horse gets to reproduce one more time.
Just one more time.
Yeah, then he's off to the glue factory. Yeah, Giant Nerd Guy wants credit for the forced horse idea.
Why don't you come up here and take it, Giant Nerd Guy? I dare you. I dare you to come up here and take credit for it.
He's not allowed to leave his home, much less fly to America.
Then he can't have the credit. Does anyone else notice the reflection in this puddle here by this animal pen? Looks like the inside of a giant building. And it makes me think that maybe everything that we're seeing here is in fact fake. And that we're actually inside like a giant underground dome. And the sky isn't real.
What are you talking about?
Go so the next to the truck there.
Uh-huh.
Look at the reflection in that water.
I just see sky.
Really? Because
Yeah,
I am
see
not
clouds.
seeing that. I am not seeing that at all. I am seeing something very different. You can look on my stream to see what I'm seeing.
I see the rocks that are in the water, and I see reflection of clouds and blue sky.
That is not what I'm seeing at all. Yeah, it is the Truman Farm. You're right, Giant Nerd Guy. We're on TV. I mean, you know, people are watching this, and I have no idea who those people are. So it absolutely fits.
Once again, we're the Truman Ranch.
You're right. We're the Truman Ranch. Oh god, a lot of the horses are so dirty.
We call it Ram Ranch for short.
Is Fabio done? Get off of Fabio so I can clean him. Alright, that's all done. Oh wait, the maniacal crow looks dirty now too. Where's Crow? Where's Crow? There he is. Alright, they're all clean now. Yeah, I think we need at least another day, I think. These guys are all done. The chickens need to be cleaned. And also need some more wheat. Hopefully no one's using the bucket, because I need the bucket to give the chickens some wheat.
Mr. Bucket.
A Mr. Bucket. I put the balls in my mouth, a Mr. Bucket.
Pop. Do you remember Crossfire?
Yeah, I remember that.
Did you ever have it?
No, I think my cousins had it, and I played it like once or twice.
Did you want it?
Not really.
I wanted Crossfire really bad, but I was never able to get it. That commercial hyped the hell out of me.
I mean, by that time, you know, commercials for kids were like a known thing. Everybody knew how to make a commercial that would get a kid hyped for whatever they were selling.
Yeah.
We have 21 chickens now, and I've only bought like 17, so our chickens have definitely multiplied. And we have 3, 4, 5, 7 boxes of eggs, which is worth about probably up $4,000.
17 chickens is not enough for a healthy genetic base.
It's fine.
You've begun a horrific incest experiment.
I mean, yeah, I have. Is that problematic, or?
No, I think that's how most chicken farms are run.
Craig, go turn on the power washer and wash this bucket. You know how to do it? Have you done it yet?
No.
Go press R on the power washer.
Where's the power washer?
Over here.
Oh, this thing.
Yeah, press R on it to get the thing out, and then spray the hell out of this thing. Nice. Alright.
Still looks kind of dirty, but I think I've gotten all the
Yeah.
everything that's gonna come off.
I think it's just used a bit. Thank you.
Pressure washer's hose restricts you from going any further.
Yep. That it does.
Can you use the pressure washer?
What?
How do you move it?
I don't know that I can because it was bought as a like a structure that I had to place.
No. It's strange because there are handles that are like,
Yeah.
you can just move through. For some reason, Giant Nerd, Strawberry, and Xena are in the tab list of vehicles,
Yep.
but none of the other horses.
Got another load.
Let's skip time.
Yeah, we are skipping time. We're going at 30 right now. I'll go faster in a second. I just want to make sure the chickens are fully fed. What the fuck? What happened?
You ramped over me.
Sorry, I didn't have my emergency lights on. My bad.
You know, it's all going in the report.
Alright, I can make time go faster as I drop off this wheat. We're almost done tonight, you guys. It would be nice to be able to sell the horses today, but don't know that that's going to happen.
We should just speed through the days until we sell them. Only do horses. The crops can wait.
Your face can also wait.
Oh, it can.
Well, we're going as fast as we can right now. 120 is the fastest we can go without skipping the night, which we can't do until 7 o'clock, so...
Yeah. Are you drunk?
Maybe. We'll probably end up selling the horses, and then we can have a week to think about what we want to use with the money. Or use the money for, I should say. Hi, Kyle. Are you asleep yet?
No.
You want to go to sleep?
You've just been standing there for a while.
They'll
He's
be
waiting.
there till 7.
He's waiting to help us with the horses. We need one more day, I think, of riding. He can help us. He and Lost Oak should help us with this last day of horses, so we can get through it real quick.
I can do it.
Hello. Why do these sometimes have passenger seats anyway? What's the point? What's the point of the passenger seats?
Because sometimes you have workers like Lost Joke who need supervision.
It's true.
Because you have workers like Craig who don't do work.
Craig helps with the horses, which is more than I can
And
say for you a lot of the time.
I also do
I-
a lot of the farming.
You do none of the farming.
I do a ton of the farming.
What are
Do
you
like-
doing right
Like
now?
half of the farming. We're done with the farming for the day.
No, you said let's not do the farming, but I've not seen you do any of the farming.
We
You
actually don't need
delegated
to
it
do
to
any
I
farming
said
right
we're
now.
skipping today because the crops are just growing right now. We're done with the farming for now.
You've delegated your farm work to other people.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
To who? You don't do it, and Kyle doesn't do it. It's only me and Merg that do the farming.
It's true. That's true. I
I've
do some farming, and I
I've
see
seen
Craig
you
do some
barely touch any of the farming equipment.
You're usually not even at the farm,
Oh my god, we're so close, but
Because
we do
I'm
need one
working.
more day.
but I'm working at the farm, which is where you aren't. So you think I'm not working?
Every time you've popped into my tractor to say you're supervising, that's not work.
That's when the farming is done for the day.
Listen, I'm all for you guys
But you're
arguing.
not a farmer. You're a rancher. What
But
farm
be-
work are you doing?
Be on a horse
farm
while
work
you're
is-
doing it.
I do the farm work after I'm done with the ranching for the day. So I've done the ranching and I've done the farming, and then I pop into your truck and
Well-
supervise.
I'm gonna pull a tab from your book. Where's your proof of this?
It's on video. Merg sees me doing work all the time. Because he
Well,
is usually he's
wake up.
often at the farm where we actually do work.
We got horse calories to burn. Wake the fuck up, Samurai. We got horse calories to burn.
I don't know. I feel like you don't have enough work to do, so I'm gonna let you handle my share of the horses while I finish the contract I'm doing.
No. Lost joke. Come help with the horses. It'll go a lot faster with all of us doing it.
I don't know. Craig seems to have a lot of idle time.
Let's have a decent amount of time skipping forward too, even while we're riding, because that way it'll be like 7 when we're done.
I will do like 15, I think. Time can kind of get away from us if I leave it too fast. I mean, there was that one time when it was like already nighttime before we were even done with the horses because I accidentally left the time going too fast.
Yeah.
We can sell these horses, you guys. We can sell these horses as soon as we're done with them. Not as soon as we're done with them. We still gotta wait until the next day, but as soon as that happens, we can sell these horses. I'm getting the non horses in stable updates right now. It's a lot of money coming in, which is nice. But I'm sure it's gonna go back to telling me that horses are in the stable in a second. A little wage payments. And there it goes. We're back. We're back to Xena being in the stable.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do our viewers enjoy the Craig Lost Joke arguments?
Yeah.
I think you would have to start a poll for that.
Comment? Yeah, well, maybe I'll start a poll, but also comment. Comment on this video. This would be video. This would be the 4th video of the week. So this would be the last video before the next, the next week, the next stream. Comment on the video. How much you enjoy the the Craig versus Lost Joke arguments.
Got my eye on you, JPEG Moon.
Lizblot has high praise for our arguments.
Oops. Honestly, didn't even see you there, Kyle. I'm sorry.
Giant Nerd Guy, your face is getting a bit one note. No, you.
Shut up, Coyote. Hurry up and catch a Roadrunner. Unless you're too chicken to do so. How does Coyote get his money? How does Wile E. Coyote get the money to purchase his various Acme contraptions to attempt to
It's a
catch
day
Roadrunner?
job.
Yeah, it's a day job, stalking sheep.
But he doesn't seem to be very good at that one either. Because
He's
that
not-
big white dog like always stops him.
He's paid to stalk the sheep, not actually get them.
Oh, is it a salary job? All right.
Yeah.
Oh. That's right. He does like clock in and out, doesn't he?
Yeah, they both clock in and out.
It seems like he has a employee discount for Acme equipment too, though.
Maybe it's an Acme sheep farm.
Could be. Either that or he's just zealously an Acme brand user.
He's probably a frequent customer, so he gets discounts that way.
Giant Nerd Guy, he does also chase the Roadrunner during the day, but you have to account for time zone differences. Because the sheep farm is not in the desert, but him chasing the Roadrunner is in the desert in the west, but I think the sheep farm is probably in the north, or the north Midwest. So I mean, he has to take a flight, or I mean, he can run really fast. I don't know if anybody remembers, Wile E. Coyote can actually run pretty goddamn fast. Like he is almost as fast as the Roadrunner. So I think he can probably just zip across the country. He's like the Flash. Just zip across the country and do another job.
Because he's not a roadrunner, though, the road probably hurts his feet if he
Yeah.
runs too much on it.
Yeah.
Isn't Bugs Bunny also in this universe needing to take a left turn at Albuquerque?
He never
Yes.
takes a left turn at Albuquerque.
But he was
Yeah.
supposed to.
He was supposed to. I don't know where he wants to go though.
So the desert parts of Wile E. Coyote's life are probably in New Mexico.
Could be. Could very well be. It is true.
So it begs the question, what direction is Bugs Bunny going where he should have taken a left turn? Because if he's going north, then a left would take him to Arizona.
I figured he was usually going east, so left would make
So
him go
he
north.
wants to go to
can't-
Denver.
I
Yeah.
can't ride Crow. Every
Keep
time
trying.
I try, it puts me. Every time I try, it puts me on Xena.
That was
Move
happening to
Xena
me
out.
yesterday.
Yeah, move Xena out of the place and then try again, and just like leave her outside for a while. Because I think that's the clone Xena. That is not like properly put away in the stable.
Giant Nerd Guy has been a watcher of this stream for like years, so he has heard all of the Greg Lostroke arguments before.
Yeah, so it's old hat to him.
Yeah.
You guys need to come up with some new arguments to sate Giant Nerd Guy's curiosity.
Well, I feel like our arguments are always new because it all depends on the game we're playing. I think the old hat comes from the fact that we always have an argument.
Maybe
Yeah,
you
maybe
and
we need to argue with different people once in a while.
yeah, maybe you need to argue with Kyle. What do you
I
and
have-
Kyle are going to argue about?
I don't know what Kyle and I would come to an argument over.
Which is strange because Kyle engages in the same kind of shenanigans I do, but you don't seem to care when he does it.
Yeah, lost joke. Let's get that argument started.
Kyle also tries to murder us with the vehicles on this ranch.
Tries to murder you guys. I'm off the ranch quite frequently. Also, Kyle and I had a space adventure.
Space horse adventure. Space
The horses were the rockets.
horse.
Is a space horse a sporse?
Would that not be force? Because the PH sound makes an F sound in English for some reason.
Hey,
Spell
English
it
is weird, alright?
SPHORSE.
As someone once said, I read on Twitter that English beats up other languages in a dark alley and ruffles through their pockets for various vowels and syntaxes.
Yeah.
It is true. It is true.
If you're making a portmanteau, though, you wouldn't keep the entire word from horse, so you would remove the H and replace it with start of space, so it would be spores.
Could it not
I
be
think I'm,
sparse?
yeah, I've definitely overwritten Lisbon again.
You just really like writing Lisbon. You just really like it.
Apparently.
It's very fun to you. It's very entertaining. Very pleasurable to write Lisbon. We only have Strawberry, and I'm writing Giant Nerd Horse, so that's who's left. Kyle, I think you might be. Are you done? Who do you have out? Crow?
Fabio.
Alright, you're done then. Crow is the last one that isn't finished. I think Craig is writing him.
No, I am.
I'm writing
Oh.
Strawberry.
Oh.
Are we just faces to you, Merg?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's ranchist.
I mean, I can't really tell the horses apart, to be honest. They're all different colors, but like
That's horsist
in
to you.
the like lighting that I have, the lighting is like very high contrast, so like when stuff is dark it looks like really like completely black.
Sounds like
and
a
it-
you problem,
And it
sir.
makes it difficult to like see the colors of the horses.
Don't give Murray too much trouble. He's horse blind.
He's horsist is what he is.
He's horse blind, and if you harass him over that, it becomes discrimination, because that's a legit disability.
I don't like looking a gift horse in the mouth though. It's very disgusting to me. I just don't. I could never be a dentist, a horse dentist.
You can be a veterinarian. This is why we call Dr. Pole and not Dr. Merg.
Is a horse dentist also a veterinarian, or is there like a specialization? Like, can you just be a dentist, an animal dentist, and not a veterinarian?
Veterinarian doesn't typically like focus on any one part of an animal like a person doctor.
A person doctor.
What? I'm not wrong.
I think that level of specialization is not economically supported in
Hmm.
animal health care in our economy.
Because it's in some areas of the U.S. it's difficult enough to have a veterinarian, especially if you're like a ranch with large animal stock. It is very difficult to find a veterinarian specialized in exotic animals, outside of your typical dog and cat. They usually have to go very far out into various places to call on patients.
Crow is done. Lost joke. You can bring him back in.
I think their division of labor is already stretched just by specializing in different types of animals, much less the specific parts of each animal.
The only specialized like horse care I know of is a farrier, and they specialize specifically with hooved animals because those are a very particular thing for that type of creature.
Strawberry's done too, I think, Greg. She's at 68%, so that's good enough.
It would behoove you to share more of this knowledge with us earlier in the life of this ranch. Last joke.
What, the knowledge of farriers?
Yeah. We're raising horses.
Yeah, we need to know what kind of doctor we need for these horses.
We haven't even had a farrier yet, and we've already sold a batch of horses.
Farrier is a person who cares for the horse hooves, trimming them, cleaning them, and shoeing them.
Well, we need one of those.
So we had no one caring for our previous horses' hooves because you didn't bother to mention this.
I'm pretty sure I did actually mention horse farriers before.
I don't remember that.
Well, you didn't get us to hire one.
Do we need a blacksmith too?
No, this isn't the 1600s. We don't need to forge our horseshoes anymore.
I didn't know. Like, what? Horses still wear shoes, though, right? They're still metal? Where do you get them from?
You can just buy them at like a ranch co-op or something.
Really? And then you just kind of nail them right in?
Well, what a farrier will do. Here, I'll come to the breeding house.
Does a farrier need to do this, like, or can you do this yourself?
I mean, if the horse trusts you enough to do it and you know what you're doing, yeah, you could do it. So you'll come up to a horse and you'll just take one of their legs and then expect it. And you have various tools to clean out all the dirt and grime from the bottom of what would be their pad. And then you have essentially a really large fingernail clipper, and you clip around the hoof, trim it back, file it down with a rasp. And then for the horseshoe part, you'll get the horseshoe. Now, farriers usually get their own shoes, so they don't need to you don't need to blacksmith them anymore. And they'll line them up with the shape of the horse's hoof. And if it's like not perfectly in line with it, you'll just kind of like hammer it out, get it to fit. So then you'll stick it on there, and then you'll stick what essentially look like really old wood nails.
You'll hammer the hoof?
Yeah,
you're cruel.
It's no different than like you would do if you like stuck a needle through your fingernail. Not through the fleshy bit where your nail is, kind of like the extension. The hoof is that. You hammer it on, nail it in, and then the points you file down until they're flush. There you go, that's shoeing a horse.
I see. Thank you, Lost Joke, for that very informative TED Talk.
Did the more vain horses have several pairs of shoes?
Sometimes.
Do you color the horseshoes at all? Like would that be something that you would do for any reason?
Nail polish?
Well, I just mean for any reason. Like, was there any reason
or
to
are you
color...
talking about the material the horseshoe is made from?
Either one. Like, is there any
polish
reason
the
for it not to
hooves.
be just organizational like for organizational purposes or anything?
Generally, horseshoes are just a basic metal, but you can probably get them made out of another material. But metal helps because it's really sturdy, and horses tend to just kind of like walk on various surfaces other than dirt, especially if they're like a show horse. Now you can, and some people do, add some sort of like basically like nail polish to the hoof. Not a lot of people really do that, but that's just like if you want to be fancy.
those are the weirdos that do that one.
Yeah,
put some nail polish
really
on the horse, put a bit of lipstick on there. Put some
We should
eyeshadow.
do ivory horse shoes and encrust them with gems.
That sounds like they will be very fragile and break really quickly.
Ivory horseshoes with conflict diamond gems in there. Just get all the
blood
cruelty
diamonds.
in these.
No, if you really want to get fancy, where you want to get fancy with a horse is their mane and tail.
Yeah.
People often do like very intricate braids with the mane if it's particularly long, or they'll do the really short, interesting buzz cuts. Usually the tail is left long.
Can we tie bits of human bone into the mane and tail?
If you want, but that would weird a lot of people out.
I mean, that's fine. That's the goal, really.
Yeah, we're selling war horses here.
Warhorse.
You'd want larger breed of warhorse then.
We're gonna skip the night and then we're gonna stop. We're already like 15 minutes over. So I think we're just gonna stop. After the
You
night
were
has
very
been skipped.
You were very fascinated with farrier talk.
I
We
was.
don't
I
have
was.
the option to buy bigger horses.
Who's
for
not
war purposes.
skipping? Kyla, did you fall asleep?
No,
Oh.
I did skip.
Oh, weird.
I accepted it too.
There we go. And then we're just gonna end. We'll sell the horses next time because we have to put them all in like in the carrier and bring them over and stuff like that. That's gonna take a whole like 10 minutes to do. So we're gonna stop. We're gonna sell the horses tomorrow because look at the horses. They're all 100% now. We're good on the horses. So we'll do that. Chickens need to be clean too, but we'll do that next week. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed our talk about farriers, and thank you, Coyote, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.